Hello, everybody. My name is Venom Hulk here, and today I will be interviewing my friend Frieza Cold.
Yes, salutations, everyone.
Make sure you guys got some questions to ask him, and keep it appropriate.
Exactly. Now, for the questions and so on and so forth, I don't want people asking me, "Do you have a Grinder account? Do you have a Tinder or whatever?"
Right.
None of that. None of that. I've been getting some comments like that on private messages, and it ticks me off.
Yeah, it probably does. So once, oh, that's my daughter. Hey, what's up, honey? Yep. So, like I said, I will be doing streams on this channel as well, so no need to worry about that.
Awesome.
But yes, I am taking a break from my main channel, but this is one of my gaming. This is my gaming channel, so I'm not taking a break from this. So yeah. Um. So if you guys got any questions or whatever, so we'll start this. So for question one, how did you start your YouTube channel, Frieza?
Well, I remembered looking at some of the the people who play as Frieza, like Chris Ayres, Ayres, and Linda Young, who also did the Funimation dub voice of Frieza, and of course the Japanese voice actor as well. And I've always loved Frieza's voice. I've always loved the different personalities that he has, mostly because he's ruthless, he's tyrannical, but he can show a genuine kind side to his persona. And then of course can't forget Team Four Star Dragon Ball Z Abridged with Little Kribo voicing Frieza. And when I saw Team Four Star's version of how they
Mm-hmm.
created Frieza's character, it just intrigued me so much that in a way I wanted to do something like that. And I've always been a fan of Frieza ever since I was a little kid. So I thought, you know what? There's not a whole lot of people doing the voice of Frieza and whatnot. I mean, there is Mauzar, and he's awesome, but that's basically it. There's a lot of other people who do the voice of
Mm-hmm.
Goku and the voice of Broly and the voice of Vegeta, but not really a whole lot does Cooler, Broly, and Frieza all at once. So I thought perhaps maybe I can step in as my version of Frieza and take it from there.
Yeah. So and that's an excellent answer too. Well, for me, I started my main channel back in 2015, and I was inspired because I watched Hulk throughout the whole years, and it inspired me to be because of my anger. I have anger issues, and I like to try to turn that into the Hulk, and that's how
Ah,
I
yes.
came into the Hulk the way I am now.
And I think that's amazing because you know we all have our bad days. We all have days where we want to break the wall with our fist. There are days that we want to smash things, but if we do smash things, we get in trouble for it, and then we have to apologize and help pay for it, and so on and so forth. So in that case, I think voicing as Frieza, to me it's very therapeutic because if like Frieza yells like you monkey, like you insufferable monkey, you will pay for your insolence. It's kind of like that where I take all the anger I have towards negativity in my day, and then I just go in and
Hmm.
say, you know what, I'm just going to let it all out, scream it, yell it, do something. So
Hmm. With me, my with me, it's always just been come out as anger, nothing else but pure unadulterated anger. I try to keep my anger in check. I try to, but it's been really hard lately, and I think because I was on Savage's channel yesterday, and I was screaming at this clown Deaton Cox guy, and she told me to take my fighting elsewhere. So yeah,
yeah, I mean, there, like I said before, there are days that people, there are some people that tick you off. There are some people who irritate you, and I mean that's totally human. At the same time, I
right,
think what I love about voice acting is that you can perceive a character with the sound of your voice. I mean, just look at Clifford Chapman with the voice of Bakugo. Bakugo's always yelling, he's screaming, he's cursing, he's that. But when you look at the actual voice actor in as a whole, you see a whole different side of him, different voice, different personalities, different type of that,
right.
everything. So I think with that, it's a great way to relieve your stress, anger, frustrations, your nerves, just calm it down. Almost like, I think in my case, voice acting is almost like meditation, where it calms me down and it soothes me, and I'm like, I'm in a very comfortable place. So
Yeah, and yeah, for voice acting for both, like you said, your voice as Frieza, and for me, I voice as Venom Hulk, and with Venom comes off as like a bad guy kind of from Spider-Man universe, but
yeah,
I don't see Venom being that bad of a guy. Then again, Bruce Banner had a rough life growing up because of his father being abusive. He is. Let's say did some horrible stuff to his mom and left him with a childhood trauma of nothing but pure anger and frustration. But when he gets that by gamma radiation, he turns into the Hulk. That's his anger side of him. Now I watched a lot of Hulk movies before. I think maybe 3 or 4. I watched a couple of Hulk movies. I don't know. But how I portray the Hulk is that it's just pure anger.
it's like pure anger, therapeutically, like punching, and just letting all the emotions out. I mean that's a for me, that's a beautiful thing. It could come across as, oh, you're being the angry person. Matter of fact, I think when I first started voice acting, and I was yelling as Frieza, die, worm, maggot. And everybody kept on calling me the angry yellow Asian. That's how they always perceived me, until they looked at my on my voice acting videos,
Mhm.
and they're like, "Oh, that's what you were doing. That's what it is." So I think, it was back then. I was always thinking about, will people like me if I do this? Will people appreciate if I blah 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 if I do A and B rather than one, two, or three? But ever since back then, I've learned
Mhm.
that it doesn't matter what people think about you.
Right.
If you love what you're doing, definitely just go for it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's true. It is true. But for me, think I kind of was being bullied as a kid back then because I was just like, I don't know, where this kid threw a package of batteries at my forehead. I'm like, what in the hell is he doing? Why did he throw those things at me? So I had my sister tail whip him, and he went crying for his mama.
It's funny, because I've met so many people, so many amazing people, on via YouTube, Discord, and so on and so forth,
How much,
and
Chris?
they've all gone through, like either had a learning disability such as autism or dyslexia, and then either that, or they've been bullied most of the
Hmm.
time as a child. And I thought I was the only one, because back then when I grew up, I was always picked on since kindergarten, I remembered. And it was like, why am I the only one? Why am I this? Why am I that way? And but sure enough, ever since I've seen people and heard their side of the story, it to me, it feels like I can relate with a lot more people, because hey, I'm I'm like them. I went through trauma. I went through stuff that was very just just downgrading. But at the same time, I think when you go through situations like that, you learn, um, you learn from your mistakes. And I think that's the beauty of life. Take things one at a time, one day at a time, and eventually, you know good things will happen. Open doors will be opened up for you, opportunities will come your way, and you would love yourself even more for all the accomplishments and the achievements that you have done.
Yeah, that's true. But as for me, I'm still on my main channel. I still have what 592 subs now. I'm still climbing my way up the mountain.
Nice. Awesome.
But yeah, like I said, I was bullied twice, and once in middle school, once in high school. I think no, once as a kid, once in middle school. Cause I hid behind me between the two trash barrels. I thought I was gonna do something horrible to myself. But people helped me out from that situation.
And yeah, I think what people who go through stuff like this, what they should understand is that there are people out there who's willing to help them, no matter the cost. I mean, there are places, there are facilities that you can contact and
Mhm.
talk to, and of course your family, your friends, your loved ones, and so
Mhm.
many people.
Oh, by the way, Chris said hi.
Okay, okay, hi.
So Yeah, you and me both had it rough child, like rough being bullied and stuff, Frieza. I can also relate to you too. And you could also relate to me too. And both of us can relate to each other because we both had been bullied. We both like had horrible stuff done to us. We can both relate to each other and know how it is, right, Frieza?
Absolutely. I mean, to everyone who's watching this live stream, just because you've been bullied because of the nationality of your skin color, your ethnicity, your gender, it doesn't matter. Of all that, you're beautiful, you're special, you're unique in your own little way, and that's diversity is the beauty of life. We all have different flaws,
Yep.
different weaknesses. Um, we all have skin. We all have blood. We all have bones in our body. So to me, we're all uniquely connected. It's just we are physically different. We are, our voices are different, and that's completely okay. I mean, would it be weird if you walked out the street to go to a grocery store and you saw your the exact same face as yourself walking down the crosswalk?
Hmm.
That would that would be creepy. But it doesn't. So so yeah, I think being different brings diversity in
Yep.
everyday life.
Yeah, it does. And that's honestly true. And it doesn't matter what people say to you. Just walk away, be a man, and stuff like that. It don't matter what people think and say about you. You're different in every single damn way, and you're
Exactly.
special. No matter what, if you may not have superpowers or whatever, but you're still special to everybody in this world. And then it's not since he said connected, we're connected as one big giant family of YouTubers.
Exactly.
We're like a big giant family that all comes together as one. And yeah, I believe it, guys. Believe it, everybody who's watching this. Venom was also being bullied too. So if you guys ever felt that way, please talk to me or either me or Frieza. We'll definitely help you guys out a lot. And don't be shy if you can't talk to either one of us. Talk get some if you can't talk to either one of us, then talk to your parents or something like that. Get some help if you need it. We're
And
always here to help.
also and also don't be ashamed to ask. Don't be ashamed to, because when I was a kid growing up, I always felt shame like I've always felt ashamed of myself for saying, hey, this is going on, can you help me? I've always felt like, I was the victim, and no matter what I said back then, it was like, nah, whatever. I mean, back then, that was 2000. You could say the N word, and people were like, okay, that's awesome, here's a cookie. So
Yeah, back in the early 2000s. I mean, I was born what 1996.
oh, same.
Yeah, I was born back in the 1900s. But I mean, I was around. I was like just born being right up to the world, and I didn't know nothing about anything, and I was still a baby.
I mean, this was when computers were blocking, and
Yeah, blocking it back then. I actually had a bulky computer once before. Guess what? Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys knew that I used to play Mario 64 on my old bulky computer. Yeah, I used to play Super Mario 64 on my computer back then, but I don't have it now.
It's so awesome. It's so shocking how technology has changed.
Ain't it? It's like technology has advanced itself.
Because I remembered like when I mean I took like history class in college way back in 2015, and there were like there was a lesson of like old technology on how people used to um con- how people used to do things, like for example, I think when my grandparents were still young, long before I was born, obviously they didn't even have internet, they didn't have computers, they didn't have all that. All they had was notebook, like paper, pencil, and they had to make their own pens and paper and pencils and stuff like
Hmm.
that. So um to go back way in the past until now, it's like it blows your mind.
And it honestly does. And it, like I said, if like I said, people, if you guys got any like personal things that you want to like talk off stream, you guys can talk to either me or Frieza about it, and we'll try to help you guys out. Because there are a lot of good people out there, and some people are nice to one another, and some people are just flat out jerks. I experienced those jerks before back then. Back in 2015, I used to experience all those jerks. But now, I grew past it. Those jerks have moved on from their lives. So I don't have to worry about all that anymore. I got new friends, like you guys.
So does anyone have questions that they would like to ask?
Yeah, you guys got any questions you want to ask Frieza? Make sure you do so right now if you want to. That is, I'm sure people got. Eh, oh, Ash says hello. I guess. Hi, Ash. Hmm. So now the only question is for me to ask you: we ever achieve that 10K, my friend? Once you get bigger, can once you get more subscribers.
I hope so. I mean, I mostly do YouTube just for fun, and it's to entertain people. But I think in terms of popularity and whatnot. I mean, I don't know how should I say it without ticking certain people off. Yeah, I mean it. I love inspiring people. I really do, but it almost seems like if I do too much, then I'm basically coming off as a telemarketer.
Yeah, and what you're trying to say is that you don't want to be too famous. Not.
Because I'm already a bit too famous with the perverts, and they want to. And I'm like, okay, now I see this. Now I understand what celebrities have to deal with on a daily
Oh,
basis.
we get a question, Frieza, from Chris.
Let's see. So, how are you, your father, your brother, and your armies doing? I haven't heard from my brother Kula, because of course he called me a bitch. He called me a yeah, yeah. Still having sibling rivalries. I mean, don't we all? And father, King Cold, he did retire from the Cold Force and let me take over, but he's still in the other world, minding his own business, and he's actually oh my god, I can't believe I'm saying this, but he's actually knitting because he's so bored. He's basically making like a sweatshirt that says "Kill Goku," and Doctor Dro is there helping him out. So it's quite intriguing. As for my army, they're slowly but surely rising. We've banished Chilai and Lemo for defiance, just like what I did to Vegeta on Namek. But so far, the Frieza force has been striving. Over 100,000 soldiers I've gathered so far.
Don't forget me, Lord Frieza. Captain Ginyu here.
Oh yes, and oh my god, and Ginyu. I actually revived Ginyu with the with the Dragon Balls that I stole from Bulma's ship, Bulma's house, and yeah.
Yep. So I guess Captain Ginyu's alive then. Do you guys get any more questions for Frieza? Yeah, I was just talking to your brother yesterday, I think.
I mean, he's doing great. I mean, he's doing fine, but at the same time, as for him, being a having a sibling rivalries, how they always turn out like, oh, I'm better, no, I'm better, and then it's just like constant childish babbling, and I'm like, oh, screw it, because he's very resilient. He's very stubborn.
Yep. So yes. So the only thing is that I'm gonna ask is does since you have a father, which is King Cole, and do you ever have a mother from you since you were born Frieza?
I don't I don't know. I don't think I've had a mother. I mean, I've seen a lot of people on on DeviantArt post what Frieza would look like with tits, and then said, "Oh no, that's Frieza's mom." And I'm like, "What? I don't think it's just I mean, it's so strange how someone can draw me with boobs, and then have the audacity to say, "Oh, that's Frieza's mom." Frieza's mom has bigger boobs than Frieza does, and I'm like, "What the hell is wrong with you people?" I
I
don't I don't think.
think people just enjoy the fan art though. That's what I think.
As long as people don't ship me with a refrigerator, I should be okay, because people have shipped me with Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, Kid Goten, and a refrigerator. So I have.
Yep. So you'll die, Frieza, in the hands of me for what you did to my father. Oh, quiet, Trunks. You think you can stop me, Frieza?
You know what? I could stop Trunks any day.
Take
Be-
this! Ah! What? How? How did you flex that?
Trunks, do you realize that I have a new gold form?
Uh, this is question another thing from Chris.
Let's see. Don't let your brother get you. And yeah, well, you know, Cooler's pissed. He's pissed that because I attained my golden form first. He said that he Cooler said that he would achieve a gold form first before me, and then, and then sure enough, he saw me transform into my golden form. While he was watching my fight, from the Resurrection F film, in hell, and yeah, and he was. I remember hearing an intercom because I asked Hell, the people in hell, King Yama. I'm like, what was Cooler like when he saw me transform into my golden form? And they played it, and it was mostly Cooler rampaging and smashing things and breaking things and screaming, "Screw you, Frieza!" so, so I pissed him off, but I actually don't care whatsoever.
Yep.
I
So
mean, he's always hated me. He's always hated me because of jealousy, rage.
yeah, that's what brothers do. They tend to fight half the time. So
Exactly.
yep. So if you guys get any more questions for Frieza, please go ahead and ask. That's if you guys got some good questions. You can ask about anything. Like, just don't. I only thing is I recommend people don't be like
Don't be
perverted.
a pervert.
Yes, just just keep it like PG. If you guys know what I mean. So so yeah. How does it feel to defeat Goku?
Well, I've listen. I don't think I've ever defeated Goku. As crazy as that sounds, I don't think I have defeated Goku. And but Goku, he's actually chill, and that I could respect that. I know it's strange coming out of my mouth because I've always hated Goku, but at the same time, I thought, what, just I think learning to let it go and say, okay, okay, he
This is a question for the both of us, Frieza, from Chris. Says, yo, Venom, what if Frieza had a son? Um, I don't know.
Frieza, yes, that one, oh my god, uh, I've heard rumors that Frieza is my great grandfather, passed down from generation, and in his first form as a child, kind of like the GT version of Goku. how he's in it, and then when he transforms, he's an adult. So I don't know. There has been that rumor, but at the same time, there has been another rumor that I birthed out a child, just like how Cell did, but I don't have a stinger. And then there are non-safe for work type of theories where I have, you know, what, and then sure enough, that's how Frieza was born. But I mean, it's just I don't know. I have
This is
no
crazy.
idea. It's so weird. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm even looking it up, and of course, it's like the Nicomajin as the antagonist. So it's basically it's assumingly a little chibi version of myself.
Hmm.
But there are some people that assume,
Hmm.
oh, it's my son. So
Yep.
I
So
mean, if 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 for in fact if and this is an if a what if statement. So all the fangirls that are watching this, do not take this out of context. So if I did have a child for, and named him Frieza, I would I would teach him just the same way as my father did, and train them to obtain the golden form. Because when you're at a young age, you can learn the golden form as well if you're like me. So I mean that could be the case, but at the same time, I'm just it's
yeah. So yeah. Like I said, again, if you guys get any more questions, feel free to ask them in the chat, and I'll see them.
By the way, do you have any questions you would like to ask me?
Me, hmm. Well, I I don't want to be like that type of Venom Hulk and say something rude, but yeah. um, the only question that comes to mind: what was it like for Cat and Ginyu to switch bodies with Bulma? What was it like for that?
Oh my god, I remember that. Oh my god, there was this time when this was after Namek and after the gist, and Bulma, she she made a voice communicator, and she made two. One was on Namek and one was on Earth. And then of course, Ginyu as the frog, he um he he, he found it, and he put it on. And then sure enough, when she walked in, Ginyu hopped in and said change now, as he always. And then next thing you know, he's doing the non-safe for work type of stuff, looking, and I'm like, can you, what the heck are you doing? Sure enough, he was trying to seduce me as Boma.
Oh my god!
Could you not? I said, Ginyu,
But it was funny, Lord Frieza.
Ginyu, I know what you're trying to do. It's not working. You're not gonna score women that way. Because his voice is, hi, I wanna have fun.
No,
And
again, I want you to judge my Omega voice again from Sonic. Again. I am Omega. He wanted the Omega. Are you, Frieza? How was that?
I loved it. I loved it. Absolutely amazing. I love it. But even on the little side note with with Ginyu, he he snuck into the ship as Boma, of course, and then Dodoria mistook him as 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 a perpetrator. So he took Inu to like
Yeah.
a makeup thing, and then Zalbon was there, and then Zalbon was like, "Okay, time to make you pretty." And next thing you know, I heard Ginyu screaming at the top of his lungs, and sure enough, they put balloons in his shirt. Um, they put they put mascara, like green mascara, the type of that Zarbon puts on, um, uh, uh, a,
Oh
a,
my
a
god.
green face scrub mask, and green eyeshadow and whatnot, green lipstick and
Oh
whatnot. And
my
sure
god.
enough,
Genya, what the hell were you doing in Bulma's body anyways? Trying to get it on with somebody?
uh, he
It was funny, Lord Frieza.
but you know what? I absolutely lived for it. I took pictures, and
Oh, you liked what you see, Lord Frieza?
I absolutely loved it. But at the same time, I was like, if you know what, let me send it to let me send it to Cooler. So I sent them to Cooler. So
You sent them to your brother?
I
Why would
sent
you do such a thing to me?
I sent the yeah. Well, I sent them to Cooler, and then Cooler texted me back, and he said, "Little brother, you have no idea what the Bowser, the guy that sounds like Jace, but that other one, he said you
Yeah.
wouldn't believe what he did, and so he sent me a picture of 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 the Cooler Armored Squadron in a pink wig.
Here's a question for you, Frieza, from Chris again.
Let's see. By the way, how does it feel to kill Vegeta, his father, King Vegeta, and the rest of the Saiyans on planet Vegeta? Well, technically, I didn't kill Vegeta on his home planet. I wish I could have, but punching his father with like Saitama, his father, was the verification that I needed. That because King Vegeta, let me tell you the truth. King Vegeta thought that he could defy me when I came on the planet while my father said that he would be retiring from the Cold Force and he will, you know, recruit me as a new member of the Frieza Force officially starting that 40,000 months ago.
Hmm.
It was quite a long time. This was before Bardock even had a child. Um, and sure enough, the the king said to me directly, "You will never, ever kill me, even with one punch." And sure
Yeah.
enough, I said, "We shall see about that. We shall see about that." And sure enough, when he tried to defy me before I blew up the planet and whatnot, I punched him one time, and he was done.
Oh, here's a question. Here's another question from TJ. What if can you use another body instead of Goku?
Oh my god. Well, Ginyu did use Vegeta. He did use Vegeta's body. If you remember Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2.
Oh, Dragon Ball Universe. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, when he did it, I was looking at it using my my hoverpod because it's like a it's so weird. I feel so ashamed to say this, but my hoverpod is not only a pod, it is part portable toilet. It is portable toilet. It is a portable tablet, TV, console. It is part communication and it's a part office.
Here's another one from Chris. If you want to read that.
Alright, so it says, are you angry at Vegeta for destroying your place, stealing your Dragon Balls, killing your Mins, Kui, Dodoria, Zarbon, and the Ginyu Force? Yes! I am absolutely livid. I was absolutely livid until the fact that I thought, okay, Kui, all he talked about was Vegeta. So he had a fetish for Vegeta. Dodoria, oh my god, Dodoria was a piece of work. He kept on saying that his spikes were attractive. He kept on saying that his lips needed Botox. And then Zarbon. Oh my god, Zarbon. I loved Zarbon. I still love Zarbon to this day. He has been a loyal servant. He has been a loyal member of the Frieza Force, the Cold Force even. He was recruited by Chilled. I think Zarbon's grandfather at the time. Um, and I swear to Kami, Zarbon's home planet was called Nippletron, and I was like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? And sure enough, I read the history while I was while I was recruiting the uh, the lieutenants for the Frieza army, and sure enough, I went to the planet, and they and the king of Nippletron would not stop rubbing my tail and my nipples, and I said, you know what? I swear, if you touch me again, your planet goes boom. And sure enough, Zarbon's father. Oh my God! Rest in peace, Zarbon's father. I don't know his name, because I blew him up along with the entire planet. But Zarbon had a brother, and he wanted to marry me,
Oh my god.
and I
I
said
can't
no.
even imagine the finish.
I said no, no, no. I'm not interested. You know, I'm starting my reign as an emperor of the universe. I don't need this to get. I don't need this to happen. And sure enough, he said, "Oh, come on, it'll be fun. The two of us can have bedroom sparring every." And that's when I blew everything up to pieces, everything to smithereens, and I said, "Zarbon, I really like you. I really want. I'll recruit you. But what the actual bleep, man?" And then obviously, the Ginyu Force, they're really absolutely amazing, but their dance poses, my God. And then the the one from let's see, TJ and Tiger Faye family. I remember there was one question before that says, "What is Frieza nightmare? Those most is a Saiyan or other creature?" Definitely, it was a Saiyan because, of course, King Cold chilled. My grandfather chilled. He actually said that before I die, um, be aware of the legendary yellow haired, spiky haired Saiyan known as the Super Saiyan, where his power will dominate you. And it was basically like a cult story from then on. So I was I hate jump scares. I hate those in general. But when it comes to like I don't know, it's weird. Horror movies and horror stories I really love, but but cult legends and such and mythological curses I get really freaked out on. So with the whole Super Saiyan business, I was quite scared. I was quite paranoid because, of course, Super Saiyan's power is far greater than anything um, within my army's ranks. So of course I was nervous. I was scared because if a Super Saiyan came at the time while I was starting my empire would have been crumbled within a second, within a millisecond.
Yep.
So, with that said, I've always had a fear of the Super Saiyan, and then once after the Super Saiyan happened, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Ascended Beyond Super Saiyan God, and my golden form, I'm like, meh, you know what? It's not that scary anymore. So I think I've learned to adapt.
Yeah. And the only question I have now for you is how did it feel to kill Krillin?
Oh yes, 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 yes. I am so thankful that you brought that up. Um, I personally loved it. The thrill of picking up someone that caused you so much annoyance. I mean, Krillin, oh my God, he intervened when I was trying to get the fourth or fifth Dragon Ball from the Namek Elder. He stepped in line and he quacked in my face. I said, Zobon, next time I see him, he's dead. He's minced meat. And then sure enough, when he fought me, I was in my second form and he sliced part of my tail off. So I'm like, that verifies it. He's dead. He's dead. And then sure enough, in my final form, after before Goku turned into the Super Saiyan, of course, I I lifted I lifted Krillin, the bald man, up in the air with using telekinesis, and I just pop pop goes a weasel. That that truly was like it was entertainment. It was truly entertainment right then and there. I wish I wish I could go back in time and do it again. or maybe go
Chris
back
is
to Earth.
laughing in the chat.
Go
Chris
back
is
to Earth.
laughing.
Go back to Earth and see it and see Officer Krillin and pop him in the head. And then record it on space tube and say, hey look Goku, at Son Goku. Are you missing somebody? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
oh it's
Chris says sorry for laughing.
it's okay. It's fun to laugh. We I mean Krillin's death. I mean I can still look at the face that Krillin made before he died on, on Namek.
It's something for you.
Let's see. 9,000 Frieza Force troops in ship versus 9,000 of Saiyan Warrior. Well, judging how weak my Frieza Force is, it would it would have to be me versus 9,000 Saiyan warriors because most of the time, I think a Saiyan warrior, a Saiyan gets stronger every time they fight. Or in Zarbon's case, they get stronger every time they fuck. So they always reproduce. Saiyans, they reproduce. They're like uh, they're like ants. Every time I meet a Saiyan on a one-on-one
I
fight,
always want to do
They
that in bed
always
though.
populate. They always pop out everywhere. So the last time I went to Earth in my golden form, of course, I saw Kid Trunks and Goten. Then I knew I never met them, so it was official. Goku populated and made more monkeys.
But yeah, the other thing that came to my mind is that let me see. Um now now the other thing is, have you met Baby like from GT?
Um, in hell I have, and he's a real douche.
Whoa, Baby's in hell, really?
Yeah, he's in hell. I mean, I remembered while I was in the in hell with the fairies and the stuffed animals and trapped in the cocoon. Baby was kind of like a Kid Boo when he's beating his chest, like like a gorilla. Baby, he was doing that. He was doing that in front of me, like like dangling upside of a tree, and he was beating his chest and making monkey noises. I swear, I was like, if you, I swear, the Tuffles, that's insane.
Hmm.
And then it, his last question is I see and react to HFIL the latest episode. Yes, I actually have. There was someone who commented on my video, and it was like, oh, I hate you. I hate your voice. I hate your, I hate the way you sound and whatnot. And it was like, okay, well, I mean, I do get those types of comments quite a bit because, I mean, I'm not Chris Ayres. I'm not Divine Malzar, of course. But I mean, at the same time, there are some people who have the audacity to say that I should sound exactly like Divine Malzar. You sound nothing like Divine Malzar. Well, my voice isn't Divine Malzar. That's the thing. And here's a funny story. When I first started my YouTube channel as Frieza, oh my god, there was this fanboy who was obsessed with me. He said, "Hello, Christopher Ayres. My name is blah 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 blah, and I am a huge fan. Here is my OnlyFans. Here is my phone number. Here is my address. You can." You can I can send you stuff, and it was all on email, and I mean, it was so amazing that 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 person emailed me and said that he's a huge fan of Frieza, but at the same time it was directed to the Funimation voice actor of Frieza, and I said,
Hmm.
well, not to toot your own horn, I'm not Christopher Ayres. I'm not Divine Malzar. I am just a different person off of the face of the universe, um, with a Frieza channel. And then
Hmm.
sure enough, he messaged back. And he's like, "Oh," and that's all he said. All he said, "Oh, okay." And then
This was from TJ too.
let's see, Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Trunks, Piccolo versus me, Kula, Slug, Chalice, and Hayuka. Oh my god, I remember that fight from the exterminate all Super Saiyans. It was from a special. They have two different versions. One from one I think the early 1900 version. I forgot the specific date when it was released, but it was really early release, based off of a
Hmm.
video game, Exterminate the Super Saiyans, and it had me, Turles, Slug, and my brother,
Hmm.
fighting Goku and his friends. Um, but I really did not like how Bulma came and said, "Hey, you know what? I figured it out," and plopped some magical weird little thing, and then having Vegeta of all people, blast me to hell.
So Vegeta did kill you finally.
Well, Vegeta did blast me, and then it was Goku that finished the hole with the Kamehameha and sending me straight to hell back. So it was like that. I hated that, and that kind of goes back into, like, the very end of the Resurrection F film, where Vegeta defeated me, he destroyed me, but then Goku came back and finished me off with a Kamehameha. I hated that.
So not only did Vegeta get his revenge on you, but Goku joined in the battle to help finish you off. Hmm.
Exactly, because he begged Whis, oh, I want, I want. And then of course Whis said, okay, yes, it's kind of like Whis is Goku's mother in a way.
But yet Goku's mother is Gina and the father is Bardock.
Exactly. I mean, oh my God, I mean that to me that's how it feels like. And don't get me wrong, the way that I see it, um, Beerus is like Goku's uncle.
But
Or grandfather. Always think, shut up, I'm sleeping.
yeah, I actually have Weez. So I actually subscribed to Weez before. Now, if that's you guys get any more questions, or if that's it, then uh I guess one more.
Let's see. Reborn Fusion Saga when Gohan stopped Frieza, other runaway coward. Oh, GT. Oh my God, I remember that. Um, say great Super Saiyan Man Gohan with his little stolen Ginyu Force dances. I hated that fight. I absolutely hated that fight. It truly was insane. It, I I just can't stand it. I just can't stand how Gohan was into all of that. He essentially Gohan saw the Ginyu Force doing their poses or whatnot, and Gohan said, "You know what? I'm gonna plagiarize and say I'm going to steal this dance routine from the Ginyu Force." And sure enough, that's what he did, and that ticked me off.
Yeah, and I think that about does it. If anybody else don't have any other questions for Frieza, I'd like to say that should be it for now. And yeah, Really, have any last parting words before we end off here?
Yes. So if um, some some of the things to um, social media pages, social media that you can follow me is I have a Twitter at Frieza underscore cold underscore. You can follow me on Twitter there. I also have a TikTok, of course, where I do post short short stupid videos of myself, whatnot, and of course you can follow me on TikTok at FreezeCold9000, um, which which upon like 26 days to a month's time, I already have 36 followers on TikTok, which is incredible, insane.
Hmm.
And of course, you can follow me on YouTube at Freezer Cold. So,
Yep. And one last question before you head off. Would you ever do like a crossover between Casper the Friendly Ghost and his uncles?
um, Casper the Friendly Ghost. Why not? I mean, I could easily um, help them out. I mean, here's a funny thing. I remembered there was one person who dressed up as Casper the Friendly Ghost, and I was in my final form, my pale white form, and he walked up to me. Funny story. He said
Really?
he walked up to me and said, "Hey, are you a ghost from the other world?" And I'm just standing there like,
Wow.
and then he said, "Maybe you should join me in hell." And I'm like, "Oh."
Now that would be funny if what if so say what if the Casper's uncle is faster sticking and stretch up you out with defeating well the only thing is with them three they can only possess people. Now how would that be advantage for you if they can only possess things and people?
Hmm, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I can touch ghosts. I mean, I do know that that Beerus can destroy ghosts, like what he did with the with um that ghost from Dragon Ball Super episode 69.
Well,
The
yep.
yeah, the I think it was Dragon Ball Super episode 69, the Doctor Slump um crossover episode. Yeah, there was a ghost that kept on barging in Lord Beerus's face and was like, "You're not going anywhere." And sure enough, Beerus disintegrated that ghost and said, "Okay, Whis, I'm hungry. Where's my food?" So I mean, Lord, I
Beers
mean,
is a
if
badass.
he is, I mean, he he's just laid back as ever. But when he's pissed, oh,
I
don't
think
want.
him has destroyed you once, didn't he?
Well, he almost did. When I was a little freezy pop, he almost did, and then of course my father begged him, King, and then the cold force said no, 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 and it's like fine, very well. And then sure enough, he bit my tail once, and he said, "Does it taste like a burrito of some sort?" And sure enough, he bit it, and he said, "That's disgusting."
Now, the only question is with since we're talking about Casper and stuff, would it be weird if for Fatsa to go inside Bulma's body?
Oh my god, it would be so weird. One of the ghosts from Casper the Friendly Ghost to be in Bulma's body. I mean, it would like I I I can't even imagine the type of stuff that he would do in her body.
And
And
you that let's say not safe for work, I should say. not safe for work.
Exactly.
Let's put it that way. But anyway, yeah, this is Venom Hulk signing off. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys so much for asking so many questions. And sorry if I can't get to all your questions today. I'm sorry. I would get to them some other day. And for Frieza, if you want to sign off as well, you can.
Awesome. So, so yeah, like I said earlier, follow me on the social media platforms that I mentioned earlier, and I'll see you in the next one.
Bye, everybody.